Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 12, Hilton Head, Here We Come. So everybody meets at Simone and Cecil's house before they head out. Heavenly, Phaedra, and Jackie haven't gotten there yet. They call Heavenly. She says she ain't coming. She wants no part of it. Curtis isn't coming, and so she ain't coming either. They call Jackie. Jackie explains that Curtis isn't comfortable being there, and so they will not be there. Toya tries to, strong arm her, but no, she will not be attending. And they getting off the phone, and she getting off the phone crying. Oh, yeah, I'm going back. Girl, please. They head out. While they heading to the door, Phaedra showed up. So Phaedra's there just in time. Toya talking about, where your man? She always worried about somebody, man. She be feeling, girl, you be feeling threatened with the single woman around your husband or something. That's how she was with Quiet. Why she don't have no man? We on a couples trip. Where's our man? Why you worried about it? You got your man. You worried about your man looking at this woman. Cause Quiet gonna come in her thong bikini. Phaedra gonna wear her thong bikini. Girl, please. Anyway, Eugene on the bus, he tell this story about this man, this patient he had, who was he in school, so it wasn't his patient. Anyway, he told this story about this man and this dildo and cocaine, and how, because Phaedra made a comment about putting the edible up your booty hole and you was gonna get high quicker, and you was probably gonna be real high. And he said, oh yeah, he confirmed. He said, yeah, this patient used to put cocaine on dildos, and one time he put a little too much on a dildo, overdose, and he is no longer with us. So yeah, you can absolutely get high through the rectum. So that's just a little information I guess the folks needed to know. The more you know. Simone, she explains the itinerary. She says she disappointed that Jackie and Heavenly aren't there. Eugene and Toya don't understand, why they wouldn't come. Like, why you worried about what we gonna do or say? Like, we would do that to y'all. Like, they just don't get it. What did you think was gonna happen this weekend? Ain't nobody mentioned Curtis cheating. It's been like 7 years. Like, what? If we ain't mentioned it in 7 years, why you think we just gonna come on the trip and just start talking about his indiscretions? Toya says the only person that has brought up, people's marital issues was Heavenly. And, they went back when one of the other trips when Heavenly was doing her little, she was on her, what she call her, marriage expert stuff, coming up with this game, asking all these intrusive questions, had them folk arguing and fighting and about to break up. So it's been Heavenly that be keeping it going. Eugene want to move on. He said they giving them too much. This is giving them too much energy. They take some shots. Simone wants to play a game. What could your husband do to, like top this trip off for you, like to make it great? Letitia say book the next one. Top 3 things you have to do before the kids go to bed. I'm like, these questions are boring as hell, Simone. And of course, brush your teeth, do your homework, eat your food. I don't know, like take a bath, say your prayers. What are we doing? Toya has one. She say top three things you got to do before you put Kima to bed. See, that's how you get the mess rolling. And she say home cooked meals, sex, but not oral. I said, oh, wait a minute now. She had to specify that for the group because I think sis wants some oral sex and he need to get to it. Talking about in African culture. I said, you done spoke for the whole continent? Wow. He say in African culture they don't do that. You lying. Phaedra say she know one that do. So no, that's from case to case. Each case is different. Don't be speaking for everybody in Africa. Like, excuse me. He didn't say in Nigerian culture. He say African culture. Everybody over there on the continent, they don't do it. And I never understood that either. Like, excuse me, you don't do what? I don't even see how you get to down the aisle knowing that. Like, it's kind of like a deal breaker almost, because this is the rest of my life. We talking about. Anyway, let me move on. Let me find my place first. Okay, they arrived, and the vacation home is really nice. It's really beautiful. Of course, they have to go and run for the rooms. Toya makes mention that the pool in the front. What? She always giving some type of elitist comment, or it at least has that elitist undertone, because that did, like, you already thinking, yeah, this a cheap trip anyway. And so you gonna say something about the pool that's in front of the house. Like, girl, that doesn't even matter because that house is nice. They, of course, have to fight for the room. Simone and them say the newbies, they don't get no good room. You get the scraps. So have at it. Phaedra, she got the men helping her with her bags. She's always giving feminine. Always. Exuding feminine energy. Alicia says she need help with that. She say, help me with that, cause Kim over here talking about I need to be more like you. Make a man feel like a man. Like, help me. But that's really what it is. Like, you have to, I guess, a friend of mine once told me that, alpha men love to take care of their women, and so you really just ask for what it is you want, and they'll do it. Like, it's not even a trivial thing. It's something as simple as just asking them to lighten your load, and they'll do it. So that was a good little nugget. Kima say the women now, have a lot of masculine energy. Toya says, maybe so. I may, have big dick energy, but it's all vagina. Whatever. Like, the fact that we're going to continuously bring up Dr. Alicia and her husband's marriage and how they move in their marriage, I'm over it. The jokes, it's all late. We're not doing this every single time. So that's their storyline, that he's a chauvinist and he's, a caveman, and she's, just his mule maid and all of that. Okay. All right. Anyway, Eugene, every time they on a trip, everywhere they go, Eugene is going to be in the kitchen. Even when they be having private chefs. Because sometimes Eugene is in the kitchen because he's in charge of the food. But when they have a chef or whoever, he going to be right in there watching. I think it's so sweet. He loves being in that kitchen. He loves it. He need to go on and he should invest in a restaurant and just, do that. Not be the chef or anything like that, but like he should start doing some culinary things, Anyway, or maybe he can do that, after retirement. He can, get him a little restaurant and he can cook for the rest of his days because he loves to cook. They're all sitting outside, and Jackie, Curtis, Dr. Damon, they all, and Heavenly, of course, they come strolling in. They say they weigh the pros and cons, and they hear. Anyway, they're having a crab boil outside. Toya shares that, Phaedra has been teaching them how to get their men to do what they want them to do. And T, she gonna ask Dr. G, so you feel you want to give me something to drink? And he say, not right now. So apparently she ain't taught y'all much. She apparently she didn't get the message. Heavenly, she's like, what I missed. Toya says, well, we talked about you like a dog. Because we don't feel like you've been a great friend to us. Heavenly say, I was a good friend to the person that is my friend, I had to be there for her. She needed me. She told, Simone that she wasn't going if Jackie wasn't going. And so Jackie said she wasn't going. So that she wasn't going. Toya's like, but why? And Heavenly says, because I thought that it was, messed up to even have this trip here. That's why. And Toya says, well, I'm glad that everyone arrived, but I wishes that everyone would have come together. Curtis can see where this is going. I mean, not Curtis. Cecil can see where this is going. So Cecil is like, well, everyone is here. We're glad about that. Like, let's move on. And she's like, yes, but girl, come on, Toya. Please, please, please. Heavenly says, I wasn't going unless Jackie was coming, and that's just the end of it. It is what it is. Toya says that what Curtis did was wrong, but was it really significant enough for us to, be thinking about the location and all of that when we start talking about planning trips? Like we ain't thinking about Curtis and what he did 7 years ago. We're just not. Jackie say, we can all, okay, well then we can leave it dead. Whatever, girl. T chimes in because she says she's experienced embarrassment at the hands of this group, specifically Jackie. And she like, so y'all wanted to throw some other woman that was me. Y'all want to throw his indiscretions up in my face that he, all the issues he had with his ex-wife. Y'all bringing Qua around like, y'all did all of this at my bachelorette party. And I just don't understand. It's kind of hypocritical that now you don't want to talk about your past indiscretions. And Jackie turns to her and says, do you need to make me feel uncomfortable? She's so condescending. She's always trying to little girl somebody or, use that condescending tone like she's sunning you. Do you need to make me feel? Do you need that? Oh, get out of my face. And please don't touch me while you're speaking to me. Because this right here don't lighten the load. It's kind of aggression. It's kind of like being passive aggressive when when you're trying to gather somebody and you reaching out and grabbing them lightly. Do you need to make me feel uncomfortable? You're making me feel uncomfortable. Please get your hands off me. Cause why? Like you coming with coming with love and you're not. T says no, but I feel like you need to be in the hot seat. And she says, I'm always in the hot seat. I'm in the hot seat when I'm in the OR. I'm in the hot seat when I watch a woman die in childbirth. I'm in the hot seat every day I go to the office. Girl, yeah, all that. But that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about right here, right now, and what you did to me at my bachelorette party. That's what we talking about. That's the hot seat I'm talking about. Girl, I ain't said, girl, we all go to work and have challenges at work. But that is not what we talking about. Good for you. It wasn't really, didn't do what she thought it was supposed to do. No. Bye, girl. It's all fun and games when it's somebody else. And then when it's you, now y'all want to, oh, no. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where these people are going to call me to the carpet or hold me accountable. Curtis, you don't be running from the couples trip because you think in conversation your indiscretions might come up. It might. And I mean, so what? I just don't understand the pedestal y'all put Dr. Jackie on. Like, she cool for ain't around the house. I respect her work and what she's done in medicine. I respect her her drive and her tenacity. She's a breast cancer survivor. You know, like, I respect Dr. Jackie, the doctor. But Jackie, girl, you got some shit with you. And we're not gonna breeze by it. We're not. Key says she don't think it's fair. You know, you talking about we will not be discussing. Curtis, please. You're the cheater. You don't tell nobody what they gonna discuss and not discuss. Because you gonna hear it however many times we want to say it. Because you cheated. We will not be trying to get serious. Anyway. T says she don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. You know, y'all can wiggle a lot of things and that make you uncomfortable, but nobody had that. I don't have that same luxury. Nobody else really has that same luxury. She in her confessional, she like, she ain't my mama. She ain't my mama. Simone, she speaks directly to Jackie. You know, she's passionate and hurt. You know, she's like, how could anyone paint the picture that I would do this maliciously? Like, we've been friends for 20 plus years. I would never do that to you. That's kind of, you know, directed at Heavenly. And she says, well, nobody said it was done on purpose. I just said when we did call it out and when we talked about it, why didn't you advocate for a change in the location? And she didn't, you know, so there's that. Simone is like, girl, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm not talking to you. Then they arguing back and forth, you know, they yelling, now it's getting heated. You know, she called her, Heavenly calls her a hating ass bitch. The clear people outside can hear them now. They out there with their flashlights being nosy. They didn't complain. Mind y'all business. They ain't tell you why they ain't run past them people. We would be, we putting on a show over here. We got production crew. We got all that. Don't mind it. You know, you bear with us while we film. Thank you very much. Why they ain't do that, I don't know. Cause I mean, the production know it might get loud. They know that. But anyway, they gotta take all that in the house. And so they take it in the house. Kima get in the place. He asking Simone, whew, is it always like this? Simone say, yeah, you know, he said, I wish that we could, you know, have a more civil dialogue, you know. Y'all some strong women. He really want to say y'all are loud, too mouthy. You cuss too much. That's what he really want to say. Y'all some strong women. That's code for you're loud. And I see you, okay, Kima. Anyway, she said you must ain't never been around Dr. Heavenly. It shows. Phaedra, she in her confessional, she says, Miss Jackie has charmed henchman Heavenly to do her dirty work. Jump off in Simone's ass. and that's exactly right. And that's exactly right. Eugene, you know, he says that, you know, this is really, you know, if it's confusing to him, because if y'all got issues with anything, like, why is it, if it's not the people that you're around and it's not the space, like, what is it? Really, like, really, why didn't y'all want to come on this trip? Why would you think that we would drudge up anything? He's kind of offended that they would even think that. And Jackie says, well, you can't imagine what it was like for us and our family and all of this blah, 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 blah. You know, girl, whatever. With coming to grips, with coming back to this place. What it must have been like, you know, for them to process that. I probably wouldn't go back to a place I knew my husband took another woman, just the two of us. I wouldn't do that. And even if there was a couple trip and my friends decided, okay, we're going here, I'd tell them, you know, like, listen, I feel away, you know, but I would try to, I could compartmentalize, because I'm not going to ruin it for the entire group because of, you know, a situation that I dealt with, because they supposedly dealt with it and have moved past it. So it shouldn't be that much of a trigger unless you finna go right, you know, y'all in the same spaces doing the same things. I don't know. I can't tell that lady how to feel, but anyway. Um, she say everybody need to stop being so selfish. You know, this is not about y'all. T over there rolling her eyes. And she says, but Curtis, you know, your wife made fun of my situation. And everybody's like, no, T, no, not right now. She's like, oh, no, F that, because y'all gonna let me speak, because nobody gave a about how I felt. Nobody cared. She want to say her piece, and she said Jackie didn't give a fuck. You know, she brought it up. She brought up the lady in the hotel room coming to the party and all of that. Jackie says, okay, if it makes you feel better, get it out, baby. Don't say that shit to me. That lady 32 years old. She is grown. You can speak to her like the grown woman she is. Y'all don't like the old lady comments, but trying to sun people when they're full grown adults, it's we're not doing that. If I'm a little girl and baby and all of that, then you old lady. It's fair. Soon as she say, you know, let it all out, get it all out, T say, fuck you, bitch. And everybody's like, oh my God, you said that to Dr. Jackie? No. Yep. She sure did. She sure did. Heavenly over there like, now wait a minute. You don't have no problem with your man sleeping with Phaedra, but you got a problem with Jackie making a few little Jones? Yes, because it ain't no joning. Yes. So we just gonna completely dismiss T and how, like, they brought her on this show to make a fool out of her. They lobbied for her and advocated for her to be on this show. They all of them posting her on their social medias, like, you know, like they all Judies, just to bring her here and mistreat her. And now she's the butt of all the jokes. Girl, they played you. They played in your face. Every last one of them. Jackie say that she gonna handle baby girl later. Girl, handle me right now. Handle me right now. She said, I don't need no handling. You do, girl. You know, Dr. G, he was like, I ain't really want this side of her to come out, you know. He got her back right there, sorta, kinda. But in private, of course, he tells her that she needs to apologize to Dr. Jackie. Like, why would you say that to her? Why would you call her a bitch? Like, come on. And T she's kind of, you know, like, she's remorseful, but not really. She kind of like, I meant what I said. I said what I said, you know. Sorry it had to come out like that, but you needed to hear it. I just thought the girl should know. She just thought the girl should know. Simone gets up, you know, since let me go hug my friend of 20 plus years. She got to make sure she emphasize that 20 plus in Heavenly's direction. Like I said, Dr. G, he checks in with T, you know, once they're in their room. She crying, of course, because she kind of, you know, she feels bad on some level, you know, but Jackie deserved that on some level. The next morning, again, he says, you know, I 100% support you, but I'm never going to be okay with you speaking to Dr. Jackie that way. She said she was overwhelmed and she just wanted some get back. You know, it's been tiresome trying to be the nice girl around here while these people have bullied her and hazed her. So that's just what it is. Dr. G said, is it satisfying? No, she said, yes, it is. It was definitely satisfying to say, fuck you, bitch. She had a real moment. Listen, you know, now that she's had a moment of clarity. Now she can, you know, do what she need to do to smooth it over. Eugene and Kima are in the kitchen. They're talking about the night before, of course. And first he checks in, you know, with Kima. How you doing? Like, I know it was rough. I know it was a lot. Hopefully we won't have another heated debate like that going forward. Toya and Alicia come down. You know, they all talking about it. And it left them all pretty wound up. Toya mentions that Dr. G was kind of upset about her calling Dr. Jackie a bitch, and she was like, she can't be calling no old lady a bitch. Eugene says, but she can't be saying little baby and baby girl and trying to little girl her either. I said, that's right, Eugene. That's right. You better be the level-headed one around there. Simone and Heavenly, they talk, they mend fences. Heavenly is very apologetic, she makes it right with Simone. It's because Simone started crying and everything, so she was moved. Jackie also comes in there, and she says that no, Heavenly says this. Heavenly says she wishes that Jackie would speak up for herself more. She won't be speaking up for her anymore. She's gonna let Jackie fight her own battles, and she wishes that she would. So that tells me Jackie do be in private talking to her and like, you need to say, you can say, and then you can. Cause she don't do the back and forth with the ladies like that. She let Heavenly do it. She let Heavenly speak for her. Of course, we have different activities. The men go to a cooking class while the women go play golf. In the car with the men, Eugene, he's putting a stop to the misogyny of it all. He's saying, listen, cooking is not just a women's job. That we're not gonna perpetuate that. Thank you very much. Keep gonna say except for in the house. In the car with the ladies, they're also making digs at Alicia because we just have to. I don't know, but they're making digs at her and her situation yet again. T, she takes a moment and she apologizes to Dr. Jackie. And Jackie says, I acknowledge your feelings and that I might have hurt you, with what I said. But apologies are for you. Excuse me, where the fuck is my apology, Jackie? That's not an apology. Acknowledging that you hurt me is not saying I'm sorry for doing it. I'm sorry for saying those things. But apologies are for you. And I tend to not treat people how they treat me. She don't try to give her old nice, nasty situation like she reading down. No. It sounds like gaslighting. It sounds like you think somebody's supposed to kiss your ass. Because now everybody in the car is like, well, you're done. Like, you can just, I don't know what to tell you, girl. You might want to pray. Pray for what? Who the fuck is Jackie? Who is she? So she's the anchor. So you don't get along with Jackie. Oh, no. She don't add nothing, no way. Don't nobody care about not being in line step with Jackie. All of them was like, oh, well, that just means she ain't gonna never forgive you, girl. And so what? And Sweet Tea, T was like, do you think she accepted my apology? Heavenly say, no. Whatever. Like, I wouldn't care. Girl, close the door, lock it. It was cute. It was real cute knowing you. That's it. Until next time. I don't like women like the older women like Dr. Jackie that don't respect the women coming up behind you. You don't have mutual respect for them. You feel like you're superior, one, because you're a doctor, and two, because you're older. You think I'm just wise. I have more wisdom than you. You're beneath me. That's why you got a girl. Fuck you. That's what you get from our generation. That's what we be on. So that's just that. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.